welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be having a deep look at Bitcoin Cash. Remember, make sure you stick around because as always I like to drop gems towards the end of my videos. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and as always click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. Now let's have a look at Bitcoin Cash. If you've been following this page, you'll see that I've been going through quite a journey with this particular cryptocurrency, and I do believe it has a lot of potential. Now let's look at where price is. I mentioned this range before, right, between the 649 area and of course the $47 area. However, we haven't seen price go as low as that. The lowest we've seen price go most recently is about $387. So that's good news, right? Because we don't want it to go anywhere below that. And we have broken a key trend line on the weekly time frame, and it looks like we've seen a break, retest, price break at least this key resistance area, false breakout, pulled back down to the broken trend line, and it looks like we're now trending to the upside. So what are we waiting for now? This is what we're waiting for, guys. We're waiting for price. At the present moment, we don't even expect price to peak above this. We expect a sharp rally to the upside, and I'm talking a move where we see price rally over 30-40% in one day. That's what I'm currently looking for. I don't believe we're going to see price trend, slowly towards this area anymore, because we can just see price fall all the way back down. With the buying pressure that's going on behind this, we should see price completely break this area and just start to rally. Now, why am I buying Bitcoin Cash? Many of you that follow this channel, I like to be super conservative when I'm buying cryptocurrencies. So why am I buying? Number one, it's faster for transactions compared to Bitcoin, and thus typically we see cheaper fees when being sent, which is good news. But let's just stick a pin on what the first thing I said. Faster. People will pay above and beyond for convenience. Me, myself, when I'm sending transactions and I want to use Bitcoin, typically I'll convert to Bitcoin Cash and then send via that method because it's a lot faster. People will pay for speed. We know that Bitcoin is now starting to look at I don't want to say safe haven, but almost a store of value, kind of like gold. We know there will not be any more changes to the Bitcoin infrastructure. So whether that's, there'll be no more coins, minted after the 21 million. We also know that Bitcoin is not going to get any faster, right? This Bitcoin is a finished project, right? Which is why there is that comparison to gold, which makes sense. So what will potential currency be in the future? If we are not actually going to be sending Bitcoin, which I still believe we will, but we're going to see an almost, it's kind of like what I've been doing, right? Where I convert my Bitcoin to an alternative currency, such as Bitcoin Cash, and then I use that to make transactions. I do believe we can see the same scenario here. And what does that mean? That means that we should typically see price follow in the same direction as Bitcoin sooner or later. We haven't seen that already, at the moment, but we are seeing that on a micro level, right? So Bitcoin, for example, is doing quite well today. We've just hit an all-time high. We're seeing Bitcoin Cash now start to move to the upside, and obviously not make an all-time high, but it's starting to peak to the upside. So we are seeing some price correlations there. But as I said, this coin has also proven that we can hit highs of $4,300. There's not many other coins that have proven that they can actually hit these kind of levels. And in our opinion, all we need to do is hit halfway. Well, we bought super cheap. Now, fortunately, we bought this super cheap. So, obviously, if you're still holding this from 2017, then you're not going to have the same feelings or opinions as me, simply because you've been holding for a while and you haven't seen much movement. But again, I do believe this is a sleeping giant, and if this does take off, this has the potential to make larger gains than even Ethereum, right? Percentage wise for the year. So, like I said, I am holding this for the long term. Initially, in my mind, there was like, you know what, I'll sell off 20% of my portfolio at the end of the year. But just based on what Bitcoin, and I'm not comparing this to Bitcoin per se, completely different project. However, just based on what Bitcoin did in 2017, I do believe I'm just going to hold this. Just going to hold this and see what happens. I believe once we get to, if we hit $10,000 this year, then yeah, I obviously will look to sell some of my portfolio. But anything below that, I believe I'm going to be holding. So to conclude, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for price to break and burst, essentially breaks directly through the 649 area and hit $800 to $900 now. Until we hit those highs, I don't believe we're going anywhere just yet. And it does look like we're going to see that really, really soon. I do believe that will happen this month, and that's what I'm waiting for. And after that, the rest is history. First target area, as you can see, is the 1,578 area. That will be the first significant area, in my opinion, even when we breach the $800 area. But like I said, hopefully we break out this range soon and we do see that momentum to the upside. But this is a hodl, right? I'm holding this for a while, and like I said, it's all about your entry. If you can enter at a good price, you're pretty much good to go, right? There's not much you have on the line. Whereas if you've been holding at all-time highs since 2017, then obviously your opinions are going to be different. With that being said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, when others are fearful, be greedy. And when others are greedy, be fearful. And at the moment, there's a lot of fear going on. And that's why we're buying this up. As always, seize the day.